My neighbour's got a problem. A little Mitsubishi Triton just like that, except for it's a diesel one. He loves it. 4054 diesel. And his power steering pump died. That pump looked the part in the pictures, except we both didn't notice. No, I'm going to use a drill bit. I'm going to take that out to a precise size with a drill bit. Stick that into there. So you got to sharpen a drill bit one day. You got to have this. That's a success story right there. Oh no. This is the backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan. We can still go to the backup plan of the backup plan if this doesn't work. This is high pressure type of stuff. The oil's going to come up into about there somewhere. These little veins fly out with centrifugal force. Oh, see, can you see? Tell Max. You and me, baby. Okay guys, I pulled this pump apart for my neighbour, having a look at this Mitsubishi Triton power steering pump, and I've been trying to get the trying to use the pullers to get the pulley off. This one's come off. He's already got that one off, an old one, but that one didn't want to come off for me. So anyway, I'll try from in the back end here, see what we can do to there's still another seal around here. I've got a little seal kit. In that seal kit, or in this, yeah, we've got a little O-ring which is here, some little clips, might be that one there. Careful, careful, I need to keep these things clean. That little clip there, that'll be for that. So we might be able to push this out the other way. Let's see what I'll come back to you if I come up with any good stuff. All right, Jimbo out. Okay, so I've skipped ahead a little bit. I've taken that shaft and pulley straight out the bottom. That'll, after you take this little clip off, that can just drop straight out. Bit of a trick getting that clip off, especially if you haven't got all the right tools with you. When that comes off, there's another little section in here for the pump section. There's another one of these little O-rings on the other side of that, so that just sort of falls off. You've got to try and work out which way that's supposed to go, but it can really only go one way, so that's all good. And then I've put a new seal in there, as I said, put an O-ring on there, a bit of Vaseline on the O-rings there, just to, that's just what you do with automatic transmissions and all the seals and all that sort of thing, and uses the same fluid. So this is the first time we've ever had a pump apart, one of these power steering pumps. So anyway, I'm just putting all these veins back in. A couple of them sort of fell out a little bit. You can sort of see that they do have a little bit of a wear pattern about 2/3 of the way up, probably where it runs on the edge of that. And can you see? Oh, see, can you see the curved bit? And then the flat bit on the bottom, so the curved bit goes to the top. So all I'm doing is sticking a little bit of Vaseline on here to make sure the pump gets some decent prime, and slopping those back in there, and then I'll put another seal on the back here. Oh, that's already on, and I'll put this back on. And Bob is your uncle. I do have an uncle, Bob, on the other side. Yeah, enough said. All right, thanks guys. Jim Bob out. Running into a little bit of trouble just buttoning this thing up. You got this little shaft here, goes into the end cap here, and it's sort of binding up. You can sort of maybe see there it's sort of gone in a bit wookie, taking a little bit of that edge out. The only thing I can think of is this clip maybe not going in far enough. It's a bigger clip, and this one here is smaller, so I might just try and get the old one back on there. It was hard enough getting this one off, so let's see what I can do, see if that's the problem. Okay, so I've taken out this one, which is sort of like a square section one. Actually, you can see it's a bit munted up there. You see, yeah, that's a bit munted up, so something funny about that. It's not sitting in there right, so This one seems to be sitting down further in there. Hopefully, yeah. We're not working in a totally sterile situation here, but it'll be alright for what it is, hopefully. Fingers crossed. You know. Put that on there. I really won't know until I wind a couple of these up. See whether we're binding or not. So I'll come back to you. Said I would. I did. So Maggie, why are we here today? Don't look down your glasses at me. It's because of science. Because that's air conditioning. That's why you like it here. Okay, I do talk shit, don't I? No, but we've got a job to do today. And I started this last weekend and it was hot. It was hot. And this is my neighbour's power steering pump for the old Mitsubishi Triton. I've got it all rebuilt with all the new seals and bits and pieces. We took this back panel off here, and this whole thing pops out here. There's a seal in here that gets replaced. That's nice and easy. And in between this is where the pump is actually in this little sandwich block here. There's a little O-ring seal here and here. Those got replaced, and there's not much else in there. But the little wee clip in there was a bit. The one that comes with the kit was a bit funny, and it didn't sit in there right. And so when you go to put this plate back on, I'll show you when we get in there. A little bit of end of the shaft that goes back up in there. It's not. The clip can't get back up in there. I don't know. It just jammed it up a little bit. So we've put the old clip back on. So really, every time I go to tighten this right up, it stops turning. If I just back that off just the tiniest bit, this will turn. So we've got all the good gear here today. At home I didn't. Well, I might have had something like this actually. It was just too hot for me to even think. But I didn't even have something like this to be able to get the clips off the other day. I couldn't even. Oh man. So we've got the good little one of these things here, the old magnifying glass light, so I can actually see what's going on, and we're going to have a look in here and see what the problem is. So you just hang up here. Can you see that all right? Hopefully you can see that all right. Right here at the old King Chrome, we want a 12, don't we? 8, 10, 12, that one. That's the way we do it.
That's the way you do it.
Chicks for free. In the 80s, you could get chicks for free.
Get your chicks for free.
And guitars.
I should have learned to play the guitar.
Apparently. Okay, so what we've got here. I'm thinking of taking this right apart and working out what's actually happening. Which I think I'll do. I think I'll do that. In a second. I need a bit of tape, mate. So that's the seal. That's this pump housing. There's other little pump housing part. Some of this popped apart when I was pulling it apart. Now, so when I put that back on, the reason I'm putting that back on just sneak on by there, Maggie. Okay, that's fine. Making this look hard. There we go. Yeah. I just don't want to drop any of those veins down the pump housing. Probably not going to go anywhere, but we've got a little clip here. There's the end of it, little circlet dot. I'll show you that there. It's there, and it's actually everything to pop off in the right way. So So let me try with this little screwdriver here. I had the old circlet pliers the other day, so let me see. Little tools here, see what we can do. It's not the way to do this, but so what I'm doing is stretching this clip here. I'm going to have to de-stretch it, and I want to get it out. I only went and bought a pick set today. I've never really had a decent pick set. Okay, so I need two of them, don't I? That'll have to do. Okay. Don't really want to be going in here scratching this up, you know, but what do I know? I've never pulled one of these apart before. But it's a pump, you don't want to be scratching it. I need two of these. Where's the other one? I've got two of them somewhere, Maggie. You know where they are? Oh, here's a sharp screwdriver. We'll go with a sharp screwdriver. Oh. There we go. That's off. That's going to have to get reformed a little bit. Let's go to reform school. Okay, so let's take that off now. Now, don't know if I'm going to be able to hold all these in together. No, I'm not. Oh no. So we're going to need another little clamp. All the curved sides out that way. Right, so we got that just comes off. Now, I have to assume that I've got this on the right way. Yeah, see this side here's got a little cutout which houses the clip, this little clip, so it can sit down into it. So I have got that the right way around. This doesn't feel like it's that clean now, does it? And this all blasted out. Get a little clean. Now what I think happened, we can put this under the micro something. Micro something needs to be plugged in though. Now, can we see? Let's look through the looking glass. So I'm just worried that I damaged the top of this. I might have just damaged the top of that and where it goes into this housing, where it goes into that, and then when I go to tighten it up, that last bit, there's a little bird bit that causes it to jam up a little bit. So let's take that out, give it a a blast with the old whisker machine, and see if that the clip that came with the kit. See, that's a round one. The clip that came with it was a square section clip, and that seemed to be what was catching on the. It sort of burred a little bit there and burred a little bit onto the thing. So I'm gonna try and take a little bit off here, trying to determine if that's where the burr is. I think it might be a bit of a shared problem. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to hit the top of that and see if that has any effect. Okay, so we've been over there. We've done a little bit of a job on here. I don't know how much of a job. If it was a good job or a bad job, or I don't know if we've taken any off. We might have. So really, I've got to put it all back together. I did give this a blowout with carb cleaner and all that sort of stuff the other day, so hopefully it's still clean. I should add it again, but now, so let's say oh, it's got a pickup here. Let me have a look here. I never noticed this. Probably if I didn't have my glasses on so much the other day. It's got a been burred into there a little bit, so something's picked up. Something has picked up. You see that there? Right. So maybe it was nothing. Now I've got to fix that though, don't I? That's more of a wet and dry job. On a piece of something. Go and hit it with the old, you know, whooshka. This is not something I would recommend. This is not something you should do to fix the pump. I think I'm doing a bit of a rough semi-temporary job. Okay, so bit of a clean. Sorry, Maggie. She doesn't like cans of air, obviously. Who doesn't like cans of air? I mean, what sort of... Yeah, probably that might have been... It might have been the wear point. Might have actually been what's wrong with this pump in the first place. Okay, so let's go for gold. Let's put this thing back together. I would normally have Vaseline to put these. Let me see if I got any. Well, if we can't have Vaseline, we're having sewing machine oil. Should be good. First thing we need to put on is our little I don't know, the other pump mating surface, I suppose you'd call it. We've got to be clean on the edges, because that's where we get a bit of sealing going on. Alright. And then we're going to put this puppy here in. And before I put all these bits back in, I'm going to put this thing back on. In case I have to get it off again or something. What would be nice to do, even before we do that, let's put this on and see if we can actually tighten it up and still get turnability. So we can do that, we know we're going to win. Oh, whoops. Make sure there's nothing in that groove. How are we going to make sure that stays in there without Vaseline? Huh? We're not, are we? Could try it with oil, but I don't know. Okay, let's try that with this other one. Probably should just do it, shouldn't we? We probably should just do this. Do it once for all, as if we think we're going to win. Don't test fit it, just put it in. Feel confident. Well, feels like it's a bit stretched. Maybe not much I can do about that. I want to ascertain that these are all curved side out. Yes. Curved side facing upwards. Yes. 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 Did I show you that there is a curved edge, like on the top here, and a cornered edge, so that goes at the bottom. Want to go home, Mags? It's still hot outside. Still need the air conditioning. At least if I can get this turning, it's got a chance of working. New seal. Those little scratches we found there aren't looking good, but it might have actually been what was wrong with it in the first place. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spill a bit of oil in these slots here. And there we go. One. 2. 2, 3, 4. I don't need to count these off really, do I? Like battery routine happening, eh? Okay, right, I see what you're doing. Alright, so let me I'll show you here. That's going to be an outlet. This is going to be an inlet. Alright, because this is high pressure type of stuff. This will be just like an inlet. I'm imagining the oil's going to come up into about there somewhere, and this is probably turning this way. I'd imagine this is turning this way, and it's going to get squished into this port here. Probably actually it does it over here as well. It's probably got two passages where it comes in here and then gets squished into here. These little veins fly out with centrifugal force, and there's such a thing as centripetal force. There's opposite to centrifugal and centrifugal. It's both the same word, potato. It just works. It's a pump. It squishes stuff, makes it come out all under pressure. Out here. Let's see if I can put this on here, and hopefully there's nothing catching. And if I can put that on there, it tightens up, then we're good. Well, I was doing this last weekend, I think it was a Saturday, and I was just dripping everywhere. I was thinking this thing was going to rust on the inside. Okay, so let's just nip that down a little bit. Oh, that's just, no, that didn't feel right. I think we'll just sneak up on it now. Still turning. Still turning. Yeah, see, I got to this stage last time. Just as I tightened up the last little bit, it would lock up. So we're fine now. Whatever it was either a little build up on the end of the shaft, or that bit on the base plate, which is still probably not good. It might still leak internally, but we'll see. This is a backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan. We can still go to the backup plan of the backup plan if this doesn't work. Okay, I can feel comfortable now that this is probably going to work. Has got a little bit of end play. Didn't have that before. Once you got to here, and I think it was because that little clip in the end. Something a bit funky about that. I don't profess to know anything about these things. This is the first one I've ever done. So I've got to take this off later on, put a few O-rings in there. I think there might be a small O-ring somewhere I've got to do. And this is the flow proportioning valve or something like that. That just it works out how much flow, so that it's not always on. You can bypass it if it needs to. At the end of the probably when you're turning and you're right at the end of the thing and you hear that noise, that'll be that thing there going. It's called a FAFA valve, and everyone's got one. That's just a little Friday afternoon around. Okay.
Yeah, buddy, that's his own hair.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Jim Bob.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Pray tell me you're not dragging that up and down the car.
You're going to tell me I'm crazy, eh? Alright, boss. See you, mate.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, mate.
do it.